And then every time you buy a drink, you get a free hot dog. Certain like negative utility that starts to become established when you start eating hot dogs and drinking beer. You get to like hot dog number 3 and you're like, I don't know, if I can do a hot dog number 4. Because also bear in mind, you're drinking beer at the same time.
Watch and or listen while we tackle tough and sometimes taboo topics filmed live over drinks. This platform allows us to articulate our thoughts and challenge our beliefs. This is SipTalk. Grab a drink and enjoy.
All right, we are live. Welcome to SipTalk, episode 284. Today is the holiday gift guide of 2025, one of our favorite episodes to do. We've been doing this the last few years. I've been doing it since like 2015 or 16, so we've got tons of holiday gifts. If you want to follow along with us, obviously you're watching live. That's great. We're going to do some screen sharing. You'll be able to see all the gifts, but also visit SipTalkPodcast.com. Click on the holiday gift guide for this year. I've also got a holiday gift guide link from last year, so you can see all of our cool gifts. This is not like the bullshitty gifts that you're going to find in like I don't know, like a Men's Health type magazine, which are all kind of sponsored bullshit gifts. These are actually things that James and I think are cool and fun things, most of which we own. But for the most part, I will tell you, like, if you want to buy anything for us on the gift guide, like, we won't turn it away.
There's one thing in particular that I would really like somebody to buy for me.
Is it the car?
It is the car.
We'll get there in a little bit. But it's going to be a fun episode. I've got a drink courtesy of Burrow Liquors in Somerville, my favorite place to go for liquor. In fact, I'm there every Friday night picking out liquor because what else are you going to do on a Friday night? So I've got actually what I'm drinking tonight is the Nick Offerman edition of a Lagavulin, and I don't know if you see it in the camera. It's a great bottle. Lagavulin has actually been on the gift list a couple years in a row. I think I did Oban, Lagavulin, but Lagavulin's one of my favorites. This is a nice one, and actually the Offerman edition is I guess he's a character from Parks and Rec, and he's just like a very like masculine man's man type of guy, like.
Well, in real life he is, but like the character that a lot of people think that like the character he plays in Parks and Rec is him, but like the character he plays in Parks and Rec is like a caricature of a certain persona.
Well, but I've never seen the show, but it's a good.
I haven't seen the show either, but I've seen like highlight clips of his character's moments, and there's some funny bits to it. But the whole idea is that like the character he plays in Parks and Rec is like kind of making fun of guys that are super hyper masculine and need to tell everybody about it.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, I mean, it is Lagavulin. It'll put hair on your chest. My favorite scotch out there, hands down.
That's not really a great sales pitch to the ladies out there.
Yeah, well, they don't have to drink it. You just got to be able to smell my breath. And if you want to call in while we are live, if you're watching this live, call, and the number's on the screen, depending on what platform you're watching. It's 212-239-2839. I'll drop the number a few more times. 212-239-1839. It's on the screen. Call in and suggest to us what gift you want to recommend for the year. We were bullshitting a little before we went live here. Anything we missed before we like dive right into this?
Not really. Let's just keep it focused on the holiday gift guide so I don't get sidetracked onto current events.
Yeah, I get that. So I think the best way to do this is we'll alternate. So yep. I'll give you one, and then you can give me one from your side of the list. And if there's a couple that are like tightly related, we'll do that. You've included links. I've included links. I've tried to keep as many Amazon links as possible, just because everybody has Amazon, and for consistency in our screen shares, it'll just look a little bit better. But this first one is a little tough. And I'll introduce the screen share here. Let me just add to the scene here. All right, bear with me. Oh, it's so small. Let's see if I can make this bigger. No, maybe not. Okay, so first one I got, and I've been looking for this for a while. You like Guinness, James?
No.
Okay, I love Guinness, one of my favorite beers. And I've got a bar in my basement. Spent a lot of time handcrafting this bar, stocking the bar. It's got a couple beers on tap. The thing about Guinness is it doesn't work like a regular tap because you need nitrogen. You need a nitrogen tank. I have a carbon dioxide tank, which feeds regular beer. So I've got to like do a full new install, but I want to have the tap on top of the bar. But I want one that is actually, because it's going to be only Guinness, I want an actual authentic Guinness tap. Impossible to find. What you're seeing on the screen is a picture of what a really nice one at a bar looks like. They don't sell them to the public. It's only for bars. You can get some knockoffs. I've got some knockoff links here. But basically, you need a different uh, nitrogen regulator, okay, which looks like this on our screen. And then that's going to connect to an NO2 tank. If you're buying this for somebody, don't buy the nitrogen tank, because to get it filled, they don't just fill your tank, they actually just trade out. It's like a propane tank.
Yeah, so a lot of people get these brand new shiny tanks, and then they go to the shop and they're like, "You're giving me one that's all busted up," and they get all pissed. Be like, "Yeah, that's just how it works."
It's like a propane tank for your grill. Like you would just go to Home Depot or whatever gas station or something and just get one, and then every time you go to get a new one, you just trade your old one in. But you're never keeping the same tank, which is unfortunate, because the first CO2 tank I bought for my bar system was like this kind of chromed out red, and I probably paid extra for it. And then I got there and they were like, all right. And then they just came back out with a different one. I was like, where's mine? They're like, that's not how it works, pal. So that's the.
I bet they get that
No,
multiple times
lot,
a week.
yeah. And they probably like snicker at just dummies like me.
Yep.
So next one I got up is because it's just all related, is the actual tap for Guinness is a little bit different. And just bear with kind of my blank pages, but the actual tap that goes into the keg. So everybody's seen a keg, it's like 100-pound big metal vat. The actual like top of it is different than the rest of the other kegs. So you have to buy a separate tap as well. And in this tap goes the pressure from the NO2 tank, and then out comes the beer, which is nice when everything is pressurized correctly. But that's it. And there's a couple of different parts to this. You need the gas tank, you need the NO2 regulator. You then have to go get the Guinness keg, and then you need the draft on top of the bar. It's a pain in the ass. If you like really want to make somebody's day, especially mine, you're going to have to do all the homework, get all the pieces. Those are just a couple of components. However, I'm giving you a link to just some authentic Guinness glasses. I stole mine from the Guinness factory in Dublin, Ireland. But if you don't want to take the flight out, you can just get some nice Guinness glasses on Amazon. And that's all I got for Guinness. All right. I know that's a mouthful. It's a lot of moving parts. Probably like too complicated to even lead with, but it's like the one thing. Again, I mentioned that we have a lot of these gifts. It's the one thing that I don't have, and I really want this year. So that's that. All right. Where am I going next?
We'll stay on the drinking. We'll go with the Owala Free Sip.
Okay. So this is not a alcoholic beverage.
I
So
mean, it could be.
Tell me about this water bottle. I don't get it. It's just a water bottle.
It is just a water bottle. So I found one of these actually when I was flying up to New York about a year ago. I was on the parking lot bus from the parking lot to the terminal, and I saw one of these water bottles, and I asked the bus driver, like, "Yo, is this anybody's?" They're like, "No, we're just gonna throw it out today. You can have it if you want it." I was like, "All right, sweet." And so I got to New York, I washed it out and started playing around with it. It's actually pretty cool because it's got like a straw inside.
Oh, you have it here. You have it here.
Yeah, it's right here.
Nice.
But before I picked this thing up for free, I had always thought people bringing around their metal water bottles were just kind of obnoxious or whatever. I'm like, what? Why can't you just use a regular plastic water bottle or something? But then I started using it. I was like, nope, I see the appeal. I don't know. It does a really good job of keeping whatever the liquid that you've got in there at the right temperature. Ice lasts forever. Hot drinks stay hot forever. The straw is just a nice little addition, and this is certainly something that I would buy for myself if I didn't have one, and it's something that I'll probably be buying as gift for a couple people.
That's cool. It's a nice looking bottle, and here's the thing, it's it is a little kind of, I don't know what the word is, like grimy taking a used water bottle. But this isn't a cheap
Well,
plastic water bottle. It's
dude,
a
I
good one.
washed it out
And you come
thoroughly.
home. I know. I've done shit like this too. I worked for a rental car company for how many years? But I'm in your, not that I've given you a hard time. I don't know who's watching us right now. Might be giving you a hard time. One, it was going in the garbage. But then two, you put it in the dishwasher. And if you really want to just really sanitize it, spray some bleach on it. But I've scored some cool stuff. I actually got a Stanley cup, which I thought were overrated. And then I got one for my birthday, and I literally use it every day. I fill it with ice and water in the morning and sip it on my way into work. And then when I get in the car on the way home, there's still some ice left, and I like it. It's not as sporty as this one, but it's a great.
Yeah, but like this, yeah. I mean, I just like when I went on my trip to Spain, this thing ended up just coming in clutch. I've been really happy with it for the price that I paid.
All right, next I'm going to hit the desktop punching bag. So earlier this year, this box arrived, had my name and address on it. I had no idea what was in it because I hadn't ordered anything. I opened it and it was a punching bag. Now the one that I got was like a brown leather, very kind of old school looking, and I just couldn't figure it out. So I Googled the address and the name that it came from, and uh, I got uh, I got somebody's information, and I got the house. I pulled it up, and it had just sold. So I called the. This is really fucked up. I called the listing agent who sold the house, and he told me the people's information. And then I asked if he could ask the people if it would be all right because I got a package from the house. They said yes. I contacted the people, and come to find out they had sold it to somebody on eBay. And I asked them, I kind of ran some names by them and said, hey, if I hit the right name, will you tell me who it is? And they're like, yeah, I guess that seems reasonable. And it was actually my friend Scott, we were just talking about before we went on air. So he surprised me with this gift in a very strange way that I had to do this research to find out who I got it from. But it's cool as shit. And it sticks right to your desk like super suction cup. And then you can just beat the hell out of this and just give it a good bopping when you feel like it. So for that reason, and it's pretty affordable. I think this one is $60. The one I got again was a little more retro looking, but I couldn't find it for sale. It was a one-off on eBay. But desktop punching bag, I think that's kind of cool.
All right, let's do my stickers. So there's the custom stickers website, and this one.
Go ahead.
This one, it's just you've got an image that you want to make into a sticker. Send them the image, and they'll print off stickers for you, however many you want, whatever size you want. So like, I don't know. I think like stickers are fun, especially like you can see on their website, like water bottles. Like lots of people like putting stickers on their water bottles. So like that's one thing. You can do a 2 for gift with the Owala free sip that I'm recommending. But if you're not feeling that creative, click on the other 2 links, and
Okay.
these are more prank gifts, but I'll tell you, they're really fun.
This is fucked up.
So you get a roll of these stickers. You can put them anywhere. Like, I just give them to people and say, "Yo, use these irresponsibly."
So, for the record, there's a roll of stickers that say "for rectal use only."
Yeah, so like at the gas station, put it on the gas pump. You're at the grocery store, throw it on like the pineapple aisle. I don't know, like
that's so fucked up.
But click on the other ones because this is the other. This one's also fun. And again, like just put these stickers anywhere.
All right, hang on. So if you're not seeing the stickers, these are fucking awesome stickers. There's one sticker that says voice activated and another sticker that says motion activated. So obviously what you would be doing with these stickers is just sticking it to something that is not motion or voice activated, which I would love for my office. So I have a motion activated sink, which is actually it's also voice activated. Awesome sink. I just say, Alexa, ask the sink to do X, Y, and Z. Give me 4 cups of water at 110 degrees, and she does it. But every time I go to somebody else's house, I wave my hand over. I just do this weird like waving over the kitchen faucet, and I instantly it's just instinctual, and then instantly I recognize this is not a fucking motion activated tap. All right, let's see, what do we have? So those are really funny stickers. Actually, that would be a great fucking stocking stuffer.
Yeah, they're super cheap, and yeah, you could put them anywhere.
So speaking of voice and motion activated stuff, I've got for you the level lock. Now, I installed this in my office for the office door. I've spent a little bit of time with different automated locks. Now, a lock like this is just a deadbolt, and you can use a key. And if the battery's dead, or the power's out, or the Wi-Fi is down, you can use a key. So it's just a lock. However, it also has a Bluetooth feature where you can unlock it remotely. So if you happen to not be home and somebody's trying to get in, which we have people come and drop off kids or pick up kids or pick up items at the house and drop items off at the house, you can do it. You can do it with this lock. It's really nice. It's a little bit safer, probably, unless you're planning on cyber attackers or something, than hiding a key like under your front floor mat or something. But I love the level lock. So I bought mine for the office used. These are selling for $350. So you buy a brand new one from 2025, with Wi-Fi and all the stuff, you're paying a premium for it. But it's a cool lock. And again, it's a Christmas gift. Most people who aren't James would love that gift.
Yeah, I would not trust any lock that can be electronically accessed or through the interwebs.
All right, so I got your next gift here. This looks really cool. What am I looking at?
So I absolutely love like the livery and color scheme from the Gulf racing team of like the 60s and 70s of the sky blue and bright orange and the logo.
I have to say I do like it too. I do like it too.
And so this is a weekend duffel bag in high quality leather that's got the just the aesthetic of it, and I just think it's super simple, super clean, and like unless somebody already has a bag, like everybody could use a good weekend bag.
So, but on top of just being a weekender bag, it also folds all the way out, and just works as like a nice garment bag that's going to roll your clothes up. So it's a pretty functional bag. I'm looking at it, and I actually think it's really cool. And I've never seen a bag that does this. Oddly, I've seen a lot of bags. I'm surprised I haven't. What does this sell for?
Well, $380.
$380 for a bag.
Yeah, it's a little expensive, but it looks so cool.
All right, so we got some pricey stuff on there. Maybe put this on your list, and then the one person is going to buy you a nice gift. Tell them to buy you that.
Yeah, not everything I've got on my list is
because
expensive.
here's the thing about giving gifts is there are levels of gift giving. Okay, there's like the friend level where you might buy something for a friend if you have that type of relationship with them. You and I don't
$20 to $100.
You and I don't buy gifts for each other at Christmas. I'm very happy about that.
That's fine.
I have other friends that I do buy gifts for, and they need to be reciprocated. And you try to match. For example, Rosh this year, Rosh outdid me. He got me I showed you this last week, right? He got me this kick-ass
the Iron Man mask.
Iron Man mask, which is very cool. Actually, I should just put it on. Actually, I didn't put it on. It's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. Now, a gift like this is it's tough to beat. Okay, let me close this up. All right, that's a tough gift to beat. I got him an Apple Watch. Not as cool. So, but here's the thing: is there's different levels of gifts. This is, and he also got some other accessories to it that were very cool. Some people, you might buy a $15 gift or a $20 gift. I think we do a decent job at having gifts at different prices on here. But I will say, you had $9 funny gifts, for these sticker rolls. That's cool stuff.
Well, the water bottle is like $40, so that's well within most people's range.
But I'm just making a case for our kind of more expensive ones. There are some times maybe your significant other or something like that they'll want something like that, and it's cool. I've got another one. This is in I think like the $60 to $90 range, and you can buy a couple different ones. Let me do the shared screen again, just so it can be seen. So this weekend we're having some company over, and I wanted to batch make some old fashions and maybe some dirty martinis, and maybe some espresso martinis. I'm not sure, but I was thinking whichever is going to be the most popular was, and I'm not going to get this, okay, but somebody can buy it for me because I don't have it. Uh, is a drink fountain, and this is just, it looks cool, and it just kind of runs, and people can put their glasses underneath and fill up their own cups. And what was this one, $90, something like that?
I would not recommend the espresso martini for this one
Why do you say that?
because the dairy in it is gonna could potentially clog it up.
Oh yeah, it would definitely, you definitely need to like put something through it with a detergent, run it with it, some type of detergent afterwards if you were to do the espresso martini.
Like an
um,
old fashioned would be fine. Dirty martini would probably be fine.
I think anything you'd probably still want to run like at least some water through it after using it, and not
Yeah.
let it sit dry for too long.
No, no, no. But like, I would recommend any drink that has any kind of lactic component to it.
Yeah, I agree. But it's cool though. I mean, imagine going to a party and somebody's just running one of these things. Uh, I think that's very cool. Let me double check the price on Amazon. Yeah, $94.
You know,
Uh,
the best drink for that would be a French 75.
that it would look, and it lights up, so it would look really cool. Just so you know, on Amazon, if you scroll down on the right corner, there are often some used options that you can get, some used options for a little bit cheaper. So here
I'm
there's a
not
used
sure I'd want
option.
one of those used.
Not one of these, but here there's a used option for $80, so $15 off. If you look in this used this used area, sometimes you can get some, like you can get books for like $3 that are selling normally for $25. All right, so that's this one. What do you have next here? We're
Um,
cruising. We're cruising on
yeah,
this.
we'll do the adjustable mandolin.
Okay. Um,
We're going more practical now.
So this is a cool. I don't. It's funny because I was actually thinking recently that I don't have one of these, and I want one of these. Is this the one? Is this the same one that was on your list?
Might
Oh,
have it's close enough.
um, just for slicing vegetables, it comes with some additional attachments, so you can get like the ones with the grooves. I'll let you talk. It's your gift.
No, I mean if you're ever trying to slice up vegetables, like these things just make it so much easier and faster. Like every once in a while I like to make my own pickles. And so, slicing up like a couple pounds worth of carrots and cucumbers and everything else. If I were to do that by hand, it would take me an hour and a half. And with that, this is like 5 minutes. And the other fun thing about these things is if you're not paying attention, you could easily take off like a couple centimeters of your fingers.
You know what I was going to include was actually one of those like mesh gloves.
Oh yeah, the cut
Uh,
gloves.
that are great for like shucking oysters or just cutting shit.
Yeah, but
So if you're worried about cutting your fingers off, get one of those
and this thing
mesh
comes with the
gloves.
handguard. And like when I first got my mandolin, I didn't use the handguard at all,
Oh
and
no!
that practice stopped pretty quickly.
Did you actually cut yourself?
Pretty good, yeah,
Oh God! Ugh. Oh,
yeah,
these things are
but
sharp.
yeah, but like once you get used to using the handguard, it's actually really easy. And but no, they're super useful if you're doing any kind of veggie prep in the kitchen. They're easy to clean, they're easy to set up and use.
You know
They
what I
take up
want
like no
also?
space.
You know what I want that's not on the list this year? I probably should have put it on the list, but I'll mention it. Uh, is a meat slicer, like a deli meat slicer. They make them in like a less of a, the ones in the deli are probably like $2,500, professional grade, but they make smaller versions that you can get for yourself. And I actually made some pickles this year, but I wanted to start making some prosciutto and some dried meats. And that would be great for some nice thin slices of dry meat. The mandolin, might work depending on the meat and the size of the meat,
No, it's not
but
what
a
it's
nice,
designed for.
exactly, it's not what it's designed for. A nice actual meat slicer with a spinning blade would be really, really ideal. But I don't have either. And a mandolin would be. I love kitchen gadgets.
Well, yeah, and the mandolin's 30-40 bucks compared to several hundred.
Yeah, yeah. Even a non-professional one would be several $100. Let me look at our time here. All right, so we're almost halfway through. I'm going to take a
I think we're
pause.
right on schedule.
Almost. I'm going to take a pause and hit last week's bar trivia. So this is episode 284. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Okay, subscribe to the audio podcast. Throw some comments out there. Just let us know you're there. It helps us. You know, we're slowly growing this podcast. I think we have 2 viewers actually. Oh wait, that's you and me. Shit.
All right, so we're on average.
All right. So yeah, we've hit our average. All right. So I'm going to read you last week's bar trivia question, and you can go to SipTalkPodcast.com and answer the weekly bar trivia questions to get some bar merch. So I'm going to give you the answer to last week's question. You remember last week's question?
I don't.
Oh man, you got the answer actually off air. An old Arab who's about to die informs his 3 sons that he will leave them his camels.
Oh, now I remember.
To the eldest son, he leaves half his camels. To his second son, he leaves 1/3 of them. To his youngest, he leaves 1/9. After the old man died, the 3 sons went to get their camels, but discovered there were 17 camels. They did not want to sell or kill any of the animals, and they could not think of a good way to divide them, as their father had wished. Just then, Abdullah came riding along on his camel and listened to their problem. Immediately, Abdullah thought of a way to divide the camels just as the old man had wished. What was his easy solution? So remember, 17 camels. Abdullah rides up on his camel, which makes then 18. So if half the camels are to go to the eldest son, that means he could get 9. And then the second son would get 1/3 of the camels,
Which is 6. We're
which
at
is
15.
6. Okay. And then the youngest could take 2, which would be 1/9 of the 18,
And you got
leaving
1 left over.
1 left over, which is the camel Abdullah rode off on with a chip on his shoulder because he's good at math and problem solving. I like that one. That was a good math one. Made you think. And I mean, the answer was in the question. Abdullah rides up and on his camel and gives the solution. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Easy one. But you got it. Actually, you surprised me just the quickness of your math last week. All right. So I'm going to have a new bar trivia question at the end of the podcast. This is a short one. It's an easy one. And I think you're going to like it. So stay tuned for the end of the episode to get this week's bar trivia question. And again, visit SipTalkPodcast.com, answer the bar trivia question for a chance to win some fun bar merch, like some pint glasses and shot glasses and I don't know, other shit that says Sip Talk on it. And go to the podcast website and buy us a drink, SipTalkPodcast.com. All right.
Can I hit? Well, actually, you and I have 2 gifts that are going to be really similar together.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you which one do you want to go with?
Let me hit the manual juice press.
Okay, this is a cool gift. Oh, we do have 2. I think I thought of mine because I saw yours, which might have been on a different year's.
I'm pretty sure you've done it before, but it's not bad to do it again.
But it matches this. So what I'm looking at? Oh shit, my screen's not shared. Ooh, bad. Let me share this juice press with you just so you can see the magnitude and just you could feel the mass of this product just by looking at it.
I've got one of these, and it probably weighs like 20 or 25 pounds.
You have one of these?
Not this exact model, but something very similar.
Damn, how much does it sell for? This one?
I don't know, like $100.
Let's see. Oh, right on the dot, $99.99 comes in red. This iPhone 17 orange. It comes in just a kitchen, Webstaurant kitchen supply store gray, and it comes in black. And this is a manual citrus juicer, which, like, I don't know, if you get a bag of oranges at the grocery store, you're gonna juice yourself some damn good orange juice.
Yeah, I've got one of these. I use it every once in a while, and it's just like you get more juice out of things. It's super easy to use. It's very easy to clean.
Yeah, and also it's not like the juicer that you get from Breville or something to make like broccoli juice and kale juice and all that bullshit that you never use. Never use. which is just funny. I think I got one for my sister a couple years ago, and then she wanted it so bad, and I got it for her. And then she realized she never used it, and then she's like, "I think I'm going to throw it away." My mom was like, "No, I will take it. I'll take it. I definitely want that. I
But
want to
yeah,
get
so like
healthy."
have some kale juice.
Exactly, it's terrible. And and then my mom got it. I don't think she ever used it once. Maybe she used it once. And then recently, like I had you know a feeling I wanted one, but I asked my sister, I was like, "Do you still have that?" She said no, and I'm like, "All right, good. I don't need it. I'm not going to use it anyways." Um, but this is cool. I like this one. I may actually at some point, I have a French fryer cutter that's like very similar to this. It puts the potatoes through the.
Oh, like they have it In and Out.
Oh, I haven't seen it now, but I'll bet you it's the same thing. This one,
Have you ever been to an In and Out burger?
no.
Yeah, you're missing out, man. They're
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I was in Florida last week for Thanksgiving, and I just remembered all the different.
I don't think Florida has In and Out. It's a
They,
West Coast thing.
yeah, I don't think it's over there either. But I just remembered all the fast food chicken restaurants, like the
Oh, that's
churches, the
big in the South for
Zaxby's, the
sure. Yeah.
Bojangles. It was just and this was North Florida, so it's a lot more like the American South than like Miami or Southern Florida. Um, but it was just funny to just be reminded of all these restaurants that don't
No,
exist.
Jacksonville's a lot closer to Charleston than it is to Miami,
Oh
both
yeah.
geographically and culturally.
Oh, and yeah, and it was cold. It was cold. I packed only shorts and uh
Regretted it.
and short sleeve shirts, and I had to actually go out. I had to actually go out and get uh a sweater. All right.
But
So
yeah, for your bar, that would be definitely something that would fit in with the aesthetic, and it's useful.
all right.
All
So
right, so hit your juicers
so
now.
you got the manual orange juice press, and then I have got where's mine? It's further down. Is the lemon lime squeezer, which now this is actually something that you can just keep under the bar, and this is probably the best way to juice a lemon or a lime. It's really satisfying the amount of juice that comes out of these things when you put the lemon or lime in there. You actually put it in upside down, and then it like. Do they show you how to use it here? Yeah, so you can see them here putting it in this way. The way that you wouldn't think that it goes in, and they're using an orange here, so maybe this is an extra large one. Um,
It
this
sure
one,
is. It even says it.
yeah, it is. This is the one on my list is extra large. I have one for oranges, I have one for lemons, and I have one for limes, and I love these things. I love these things. All right, so then I guess we'll go back to
Yeah,
one of
so
yours
those
here.
are better for like if you need just like juice for one thing for a drink, whereas mine's like you're going to be making a batch of juice for like multiple drinks.
Or like a full like glass like this of juice. So mine
Right.
is for like you would make like 2 ounces of juice from one lime.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to make like batch make some margaritas, you can, but the one that you have would be much better for making a greater volume of liquid of juice.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got next?
Hit the flux keyboard.
Yeah, what's the deal? I don't even know what this is. I looked at this. I have no idea what this is.
Well, it's a keyboard.
It's a keyboard. It's for pre-order. All right, what is the deal?
So the things that are cool about this is it has an onboard graphics processing chip. So it's the keyboard itself is its own video screen. It's fully customizable and programmable. So you can make any key map to any function or any macro. And there's also like expansions that you can put onto it with different modules. So you can have like a volume control module or like there's like I think there's like a graphics editing module. So there's like all these other things that you can just plug into the keyboard and expand the keyboard. And again, all programmable. But like I'm a big fan of mechanical keyboards, and it looks like the keys on this have like a really good feel to it. But like, I'll see if I can hold this up. Like this is my keyboard.
Oh, hang on, hang on. You just can't hold. You're too small. I got to make you big.
Oh, okay.
I've got to make you big again.
All right. So yeah, just swap the cameras real quick. But
Mm,
like, so
okay.
I've got like an RGB keyboard that like lights up if I press stuff, and you can see like I've got it
There's
set
a
to like
lot
a
going
wave
on.
function.
You got a lot
But
going on that keyboard.
like I like the light I like this keyboard quite a bit, but like that flux keyboard takes it to a whole nother level. And like it's also like pretty minimalist. So like if I were to get this, like it would also be something that would be pretty easy to throw in my backpack along with my laptop and have like a nice travel keyboard as well. But
I hate laptop keyboards. I need the full
yeah, right.
numpad.
So that's and yeah, like this thing you can expand with like a number pad and all this other stuff. I just think it looks super cool. And again, like it's completely programmable.
Well, I will say that the fact that you can do like different language keyboards on it, and then obviously map different functions onto it for different programs that you're using, that is cool. What's it sell for? Let's see, pre-order. What's the
I think
start
like 450 or so.
400
Yeah, it's not cheap, but it's cool.
for a keyboard?
Dude, I paid like 200 for this keyboard.
Oh my god, Jesus! It looks sweet though. It's a sick looking keyboard, no question about it. You got to have the right like gamer or programmer or just nerd in mind to give this keyboard to. I'd love this keyboard, but I would never spend the money on it. So, um, yeah, $450. That's what it's selling for. Damn, that's a
But
lot.
you'll spend $3,000 in goggles that do nothing?
Oh yeah, 100%. That was on last year's gift list.
It might have been. And
We're such idiots. Yeah, they're over there in the corner. I haven't touched them in probably 6 months.
yeah, I just want who was on the record at the time saying this thing has no use case?
Dude, they're so fucking cool. They're so cool. I love them. I just like it's just one like I have a motorcycle that I've driven 0 times this year. So like
Yeah, at least the motorcycle does something in theory.
all right, let me see what I got next on the list. Oh, this is cool. This I want. This is on my actual wish list. I don't have a hell of a lot of free time, and I love honey, and I don't even know if this is like any good, but this is a beehive box for making honey. It's kind of an entry level type box. You put it in your yard. It stakes into the ground. I'll show you a couple more pictures here. Um,
Oh, this is really good if you've got like neighbors' kids that like don't respect property lines.
that's true. So yeah, so you get these little. There's a window into it, so you can see what's going on, and then it has the honeycombs in there. Um, it's cool stuff. Stainless steel, metal, anti-escape barrier. I guess you can trap the bees in there. That's maybe a good thing. And some of these actually come with the beekeeper suits, um, and like smoke out type things. I already have a beekeeper suit, of course, but only because my attic was totally infested with like thousands and thousands of bees a year or two ago. I told you about that.
Yep.
Oh man, that was bad. I had to go up at nighttime, yeah, and just spray them and then suck them out with the shop vac. That was not fun. So this is a way to keep the bees out of your house. And I actually feel like if I could get a decent population of honeybees, I don't know this to be fact. I've never researched this, but if I could actually get a decent local population of honeybees, it might like they might push out the other shit bees that like eat into my house. I don't know.
I don't know anything about that, but
So and it comes with a heavy wax coating, a bee wax coating. So that's a positive. But I don't know. It looks cool. I think it'd be cool to make your own honey if you have the space for it. I don't think it's too expensive. They have this one is $180. There are cheaper ones out there. There's another. This one comes. You can buy a kit along with it.
one thing I would recommend though is if you're buying a beekeeping suit, probably don't get the cheapest model.
I looked like I don't know. There's a scene in Back to the Future where he goes back to scare his high school version of his father. And he basically has like some type of hazmat suit on. The bee suit that I got looked like that silly hazmat suit. But a beehive, that's cool. That's unique. If you got the right person who's got the land, who's into weird shit like that, if you got somebody who likes to like hang bird feeders, like maybe this would be the thing for them. I don't know. My life has changed so much in the last few years. I have a couple bird feeders. I have one. I have a couple of bird feeders.
No.
Yeah, I've got the one with the red juice in it for hummingbirds, and then I've got just one that I kind of use with seasonal bird seed. But I'm learning actually that there are like local laws about bird feeders, so that's something I need to look into a little bit. I don't know, but
Not something I ever would have thought of if I were buying a bird feeder.
me neither. They were at Home Depot one day. I was like, oh, I don't have a bird feeder. I need one of these. So that's what I got. And then I got bird seed and the whole 9 yards. All right. Back to our gift guide. Again, as a reminder, if anybody wants to share their gift, call 212-239-1839 while we're live. The phone will ring right here in front of me. We'll put you on the air. You can share your gift. I'm not seeing any comments. So maybe if you I don't know, are you seeing any comments, James? I'm missing all that shit.
Negative.
Okay. So yeah, we're not seeing your comments. So you got to call in if you want us to see it. The number's on the screen if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. So check that number. And you can see all these gifts on SipTalkPodcast.com. So go check SipTalk Podcast. Check out the holiday gift guide. There's a link right on the homepage, right in the middle. And they're most of these have Amazon links to them. And the ones that can't be found on Amazon, we've got some separate links. All right, what do you got next?
Let's see. I want the giant bow. I want to keep. Well, actually, you know what? You know those car commercials where like they have the car in the driveway with the giant bow.
Yes.
So what if I told you could just buy the giant bow?
I'm opening it now. I checked this one out beforehand. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, the only time I bought somebody a car, I don't know if you remember that story. I'll tell you afterwards.
No, but you leave the giant. You just leave the bow somewhere, and people are going to be really confused.
Yeah, or you just buy the bow and then you like hide it somewhere poorly, like the top of a closet where it's like hanging out. Somebody's just going to assume come Christmas Day they're getting a car. That's cruel. That's really bad. But no, it's. I mean, if you are buying somebody a car, I mean, how much did the bow cost?
$20.
Yeah, $20. Like, this is sick.
Yeah, I got to give credit to Dave Barry on this one. I don't know if you ever read any of his columns when he was like in the newspapers. He was a humor writer.
Oh yeah, I don't know that person.
Oh well, yeah. I need to give credit where credit's due. Dave Barry came up with this idea.
It's a funny idea. All right, what else I have on my list? Okay, so now I've got a little bit more of an affordable gift, and this one is a coffee table book. I almost bought it. It was in my Amazon cart for a while. This is Great Bars of New York City, and it's just a cool hardcover book that, like, I'll probably end up buying it for myself if nobody buys it for me this Christmas. Which, hint, hint, wink, wink. I'd like this book, and it's just got cool New York City bars. And if you're a New York City person, there's tons of photos, and little. Oh, here's.
And I know you're more of the picture book type. So.
Oh, well, I wrote a picture book. I literally did, and it's like 450 pages, lots and lots of pictures. So, by the way, if you can see on the screen right here, this is Rudy's bar in Hell's Kitchen. You can see there's a giant like 6-foot pig in front of Rudy's when you walk by it. And if you can see in this picture on the top left, you see the hot dog rolls. Do you see the hot dog rolls?
Yeah, it's like from the resolution and stuff, it would be hard for me to make them out. But now that you tell me that they're hot dog rolls, I believe you.
Right in the middle there. So they have great prices on beers. I can see in this picture that they've got Rudy's Blonde for like $3.50 a pint, Rudy's Red for $4.50 a pint, Bud Light for, I think that's also $4 a pint. And then they sell beers by the pitcher. So you can get beer by the pitcher, beer by the pint. And then every time you buy a drink, you get a free hot dog, which you would think like they'd go broke, but there's a certain like negative utility that starts to become established when you start eating hot dogs and drinking beer. You get to like hot dog number 3 and you're like, I don't know, if I can do hot dog number 4, because also bear in mind, you're drinking beer at the same time. So I've gone there twice, both times in the last year. One, I went with Rosh, who's helps produce the podcast. Another time I went with Peter. And I think Peter and I ended up having a lot of hot dogs at this place. And it's always packed, but it's a cool time. So, but that's my bar, coffee table bar book. New York, Great Bars of New York City. $40. And do they have a used one? Oh no. Oh, they do. $29 used, $10 off. That's not bad. All right, I'll take the used one too. What do you want to hit next on your list? Whenever you're ready. I can't hear you. I don't know if you're speaking or not.
Yeah, since we're on bars, hit the BAC tracker.
This is not new to the list. I know we've had this on a past list. This is a why isn't it clicking?
You have to click the link
It's not clicking.
because you weren't on it.
I was on it on my screen. All right. They sell this on Amazon too, but this is the official bactrack.com. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, if you ever want to turn bar games into something dangerous, bring this with you, because it always ends up playing out the exact same, which is people are going for the high score.
So what I have read when you're using this though is that it's 10 minutes after your last sip of a drink.
Yeah,
So
because like if you take like a shot of liquor or something and blow into this, it's going to register like 10%.
yeah, which is death.
That's like 2,500 times over death. But yeah, like if you have to give it a few minutes after like your last sip of whatever drink. But yeah, it's a fun party thing to bring. Like you'll get a lot of attention wherever you go if you crack this out and people are drinking.
Yeah, I kept one in my car for many years. I think it's still in my car. Battery's probably dead. But
it wasn't installed on the ignition.
No, it was not installed on the ignition. Knock on wood. But it's cool. It's definitely it's a cool kind of fun thing to play around with. But even more so, on a serious note, it's a smart idea to just have it on you, just so you know if you do think you might be driving, because you don't want to go through the checkpoint and be honest and tell them you were drinking, and then they look at you and they're like, "Well, here's an easy one," and then you know where you are, you know where you stand. So the blood alcohol content tracker. All right, what do I have next on my list? Oh, this is on my actual wish list as well, and this is a food warmer. So, do you ended up? What would you tell me you did for turkey Christmas? What's it called? Thanksgiving.
For New Year's, we had we got a pre-made kit from the local grocery store, which had like a whole turkey and then like mashed potato stuffing, and so we threw it like it all came cold, and so the day of we just threw it in the oven for like an hour and a half or so to get everything up to temp. It was super easy, and everything tasted pretty good.
And so the thing about cooking, Thanksgiving meal, or you're hosting people, or you just got a bunch of different dishes, is keeping everything warm when dishes finish at different times. So
And it's not always possible to finish things so that they all finish.
I mean,
around the same time.
you only have one or two ovens and a stovetop and a microwave. Like what are you going to do? So and we have people over a decent amount. So I don't have this. I have some other like warming trays, but this one looks cool. It goes right on the countertop. So the ones that I have are like their own vessels. Like you have to kind of decant whatever you cooked it into the ones that I have, into the bowls. This one you can just set your existing bowls on top of, and it looks sleek. It's black. This one has a little like brass ring around it.
Better than chafing dishes.
Yeah, I think it looks a hell of a lot nicer. So that's that. And this one's $99. Let's see if they have a used option. Just $69 used, free delivery. Damn, somebody sent me a used one. Oh, and they have a one with a white top in case you maybe have lighter counters. I'd probably be better off with the white top because I got light counters, but whatever. They are cool. That's on my list.
You hit the next one. Hit the chopsticks.
Is that on my list or yours?
That's yours. It wouldn't be on mine, and I'll explain why very quickly.
Okay. Wooden reusable chopsticks. So I've had chopsticks for years. I just happened to go into like a Muji store, and I was like, I don't want anything here. It's kind of silly, but it seems like a popular store. And then I saw wooden chopsticks, and I was like, you know what? I don't have wooden chopsticks, so I bought them.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you know how to use chopsticks?
Yes, I know how to use chopsticks very well. I'm very proficient in the sticking of chops and the busting of chops.
I worked at a sushi restaurant for years.
Yeah.
couldn't use chopsticks to save my life.
Really?
No.
No, the thing I like about eating with chopsticks, actually, I had funny we're talking about chopsticks now. I actually got a salad, like a lettuce salad, and a little bit of rice, and then a beet salad for lunch today. And I'm checking out at the bodega store, and I said, no, I don't need any forks and knives. And then I grabbed the chopsticks and tossed them in the bag. And there's a nice thing I like about eating with chopsticks. As a I don't know, I consider myself a pretty solid eater, and I eat a lot and I eat fast. The nice thing about eating with chopsticks is it just slows you down a little bit because you can only fit so much on your fork or spoon or chopstick, and you just have to pay a little bit more attention. And I'm pretty good with it. I don't think much about it. I could pick up a grain of rice, on whenever, but you still got to eat a little more carefully when you're eating with chopsticks. That's my
people have tried to teach me how to use them, and I just get mad
because it slows you down so much.
Well,
and you're hungry.
Yeah, like if I go to like an Asian restaurant and they bring out chopsticks, I'm just like, those are the wrong utensils, guys. Like, it's your choice whether or not I eat with hands, but I'm not eating with chopsticks.
Well, so this is chopsticks. These are cheap, by the way. These are $6.98. $6.98.
I mean, I'll grant that they look nice. It's just something
and these look nice. They come this is a multicolor pack, but they come with like different symbols on them and different colors. They're really nice, and none of these are more than $10. And the ones that I got, there's a 5-pack for $6.98.
Yeah, cool. That would be a good stocking stuffer. All right, for stocking stuffers, hit the disc gun.
Okay, where was this on here? Disc gun. Do we have the same number of gifts?
Oh,
we're really close. We're like neck and neck on these. This is pretty good, and we're doing great for time. All right, go ahead.
These things are just fun toys, man. Like I actually have these.
Your audio dropped out. I'll cover for you when you can't hear James.
I broke my mic. But no, I've got one of these.
Like, you have one in your hand.
Yeah, and so like
I'm putting you back on
discs. They shoot these little discs.
And like you bigger. Show it again. Show us a gun and the disc. Okay.
And like they load really easy. It's just like it's like loading a clip on a gun, and like they shoot like probably like 20-30 feet. And yeah, they're a fun little toy, great for kids. I remember when I was a kid, I was playing with these guns with my little brother, and every once in a while they jam.
And by the way, it says Russian Soviet replica. So that's about right.
And every once in a while they jam, and so I convinced my brother. I was like, "Look down the barrel and just like keep on pressing the trigger until like and see if like anything's stuck in there."
You're a bad person. You're a bad person. For those of you who don't know James' personal life, he grew up with 2 younger brothers, and that was basically what the story that he just told you kind of defined what it was like growing up in that household.
But no, these things are just a lot of fun. Like I like shooting them like around like they don't hurt, but like I like shooting them at my roommate's cat because the cat thinks it's a game. Like it's not good. I wouldn't hurt my roommate's cat. Like the cat like tries to swat him out of the air and gets confused. Yeah, like if it actually hurt the cat, I wouldn't do it.
They're a children's toy, so they can't be that bad. They can't be that bad, but they're cool. Yeah. Don't buy them for somebody who you live with if you don't like being shot. All right, so now it's stacking stuff. All right, so here's another serious one that's on my wish list. I don't know what length, and I'm also trying to find the right trees for this one, but I'll throw this one on the screen. So this is a zip line kit, which is a zip line. It's an at-home zip line. I had one actually, coincidentally, when I was a kid, and everybody loved using it. I don't even know what happened to it, actually. Maybe it broke or something. As we got older, we just got too heavy.
And that says up to 380 pounds.
380 pounds. Yeah, but you also have like somebody like jumps on it or it comes off the track or something. I don't know. This one looks pretty legit. It looks all metal. It's got a steel cable. It's got a spring ending to it, so you don't go slamming into the very end. And it also comes with like a waist harness and all that safety shit, which you wouldn't is not is not going to be used on the one that I install. But also, you won't be 30 feet up in the air; you'll be like 4 feet over the ground. But it's cool as shit. And what does this sell for? $100? $72? Damn. They got a 120-foot one for $104, 150-foot one for $111. I just got to find the right tree. Got to find the right tree.
2 trees.
Oh, you're right. 2 trees. All right. What do you want me to hit next?
TheOnion.com print subscription.
Okay. So I thought this was a gag gift, actually, when I read it.
Well, that's because it's on the Onion. So
Because
like
it's on the Onion. Yeah. Go ahead.
no, but like the Onion used to be in print and then like for a long time they were online only, and now like they're back in print again. And like the Onion is just really well written satire.
Yeah, it's a great website, but for somebody like you, this would be a great gift for James. $7 a month or $75 for a full year of their monthly issues of the Onion. This is a good gift. I think this. Again, because it's a satire publication, I actually thought this was a joke because I didn't know they were ever print.
For the record, don't anybody buy this for me because I already bought it for myself.
Okay, fair enough. I wasn't gonna buy you one.
Well, good, but just in case anybody was wondering, like, in terms of like, do we actually endorse these products? Some of these we own, some of these we have bought for ourselves, and like as you'll see, some of them, well, we just can't possibly afford. Which
all right, are we at the last one? Are we at the last one?
Not quite.
Okay, well we gotta go fast. We're running out of time. All right, I'm gonna hit you with the ice press kit. All right, this will make you a spherical ice ball, perfect, way better than the ones that you would see at like the ice molds. I have a bunch of ice circular spherical.
So those
ice
things
molds.
are really nice. I just can't get. I can't bring myself to spend $190 to make an ice ball.
Yeah, it's really heavy. This one says anodized aluminum ice ball press. I know they make them, I think, in like copper or something. But it's cool. I want a real one. I don't know.
Oh, they're super high quality. They're well made. They do make a better ice ball than anything you would get out of just like one of the like Tovolo molds.
Yeah.
Molds. Yeah.
So this is a good gift. Again, it's not cheap. What do you say the price is? This one says 189. Let's see. They got a used one for 150.
That's still just a lot of money for a one-trick pony, but it's a cool trick.
All right, what are we missing? Because I got bar trivia. I got a great bar trivia.
All right, let's hit the luxury gift of the year. So the weather's getting shitty.
Where is it?
Lots of people. The ultimate snow car.
Okay, here you go.
The weather's getting crappy. You want a car with 4-wheel drive. You want to get there fast. There is no better option than an actual 1980s Group B rally car. 400 horsepower, 4-wheel drive. Weighs less than 2,000 pounds.
This is a cool looking little car. It's not a style of car that I really like that much. I do think rally cars are very cool. This is an MG. It's actually got a pretty impressive history to the car. I'm sure it's a hell of a car to drive. There's not much going on inside. It is a rally car. You can see the inside here. There's only a driver's seat. What does this one sell for, James?
230,000 pounds.
225.
225. Oh, they marked it down.
Maybe they reduced the price.
So that's probably about $300,000.
Yeah, those are pounds, not.
But every year I like to include one ridiculously expensive gift.
Yeah,
in the hopes that like one person takes pity on me.
Yeah,
I think last year was like the $500,000 pool table.
Yeah, it was a big pool table. All right, that kind of concludes the gift guide. We're a little short on time, although we're almost right on the money here. I am going to give you the bar trivia question for episode 284, and the question is: Justin Summers has a vacation house that is positioned in such a way that all 4 sides of the home face the south. How is this possible?
I know.
Justin Summers has a vacation house that is positioned in such a way that all 4 sides face the south. Now, I'll give you a hint.
I
And
know.
it's not, I know you know it. And the hint is that it's not a circular house. Okay. The house is not just one-sided. It's not a circular house. So how is this possible? Go to SipTalkPodcast.com. Share your answer to this week's bar trivia question for a chance to win some cool bar merch, bar merch, and maybe we'll gift you a holiday gift for the year.
I'll give another hint.
No, I don't.
This house, no. This house would be really difficult to build.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, you might actually even run into some legal issues building this house. I think that would probably be, even if you manage to afford some way to make it happen, probably be some legal issues. Mine was worse hint, actually. That's too much of a giveaway. Oh wait, we just got one comment from this is
We
from
got two. We got 2 comments. We got Acadia, the real estate agent.
Oh wait, hang on. Just for your podcast, and I thought it'd be cool for your gift guide, but this is a long list. I'll run through it: museum membership, zoo, aquarium pass, movie night gift cards, amusement park tickets, mini golf outing, bowling passes, ice skating session, indoor play passes, trampoline park pass, arcade game credits, camping trip, pool day, beach visit, escape room tickets, sports tickets, science center tickets, music or art lessons. That's from Diana Jerez. That's a lot of.
I've always wanted to go to an escape room.
I've never gone
and bring a sledgehammer with me and just tell, and like as I'm walking, be like, we're going for the course record.
What else did I miss here with our comments? What do you see there?
You got Diana's, and then we got Acadia, the real estate agent, commented in with Hill, which I'm guessing. Oh, hi! The exclamation point. No. Like the font, like the exclamation point and an L look the exact same.
Yes, I have a gift recommendation, and it is Hill.
I have a gift recommendation for myself. Apparently, it's contact lenses.
Well, hi back at you. Want to thank you guys for joining episode 284 of Sip Talk Podcast. It's been a fun time. These are some cool gifts. I wouldn't say this has been our best gift guide, but I think it was a decent one.
I feel like we covered a lot of different bases.
Yeah, and then you got your regular ones on there. What did you have? High quality.
Oh yeah.
Knife,
like
a good pool cue.
Yeah, always like a Wusthof Classic 6-inch chef knife, useful for everything. I've got one, love it. Like a good pool cue. It's always like if you ever play pool, even just casually in a bar, having your own pool cue will make a huge difference. And then like good pair of like Oakley sunglasses.
All right. That does it. SipTalkPodcast.com. Justin DiGiulio, same for James Boswell. See ya. Adios. New York City real estate agents, it's time to make the move. Keep 100% of your commission. Get access to hands-on agent support and New York City's best agent training, the Slingshot program. Online access to our Agent University and online on-demand video training program. All at DiGiulio. Contact info@DiGiulioGroup.com to make the move.